There is an obscure link between government's control over advancement of technology and social media. Have you ever questioned your security with what you share privately online? You might think, how does the government's role on technology affect anyone? Technology's advancement could not be done without federal funding. Research shows the effects of IT investments and government's control ultimately enhances the value of technology. Financial support contributes to the finding of technology. Furthermore, the more government is in control of developing technology, the worse people react or trust them. Through different forms of popular culture and technology like social media, society shares what they think is private information, say on a private account, but actually never is private. Technology contributes to popular culture in our day and age by impacting our social, economic, and political lives. People count on safe and reliable access to social media without the fear of being targeted through growth of new technologies. The need to respect individual privacy and provide proper protection to intellectual property for human rights is a huge issue in today's world. 96% of millennials have some sort of technology that they share private information on. But what if they knew everything they shared online was actually never private? The trust in government with technology has continuously declined over the past few decades with the advancement of technology. The smaller the government's control over the society, the more trust citizens will have over their government officials. This leads to our two main themes, authoritative government and corruption, which we have seen in Black Mirror already. I present to you my episode, Eyes on You. In the year 2074, social media is now manufactured to be a microchip that is injected into the brain by syringe. Through this new technology, or specifically social media, which is crucial in society and culture, makes your brain project an image to your eyes that operates as a phone screen to your request. This means you can manage social media, texting, phone calls, apps, etc., anything that is accessible to your cellular device today, using only your eyes and your mind. This advancement of technology is secretly funded by the US government. The government's role in this new improvement lets them gain access to all citizens' private information without anyone knowing. Felix, the main character, is a resident in Washington, D.C., and attends Georgetown University, where he is majoring in political science and interns for the official Congress social media network. He pursues politicians in the three main branches of U.S. government. The story begins with Felix starting his internship at the United States Capitol, posting on social media through this new technology in his brain and making updates on Congress improvements while monitoring conspiracy threats. If he finds a compromising post about the government, he immediately reports it to his supervisor. Because this technology is in his brain, he has access to any and all information and is able to think of keywords or ideas that result in similar posts shown through his eyes. He came across Carl Fredrickson constantly posting articles about the government taking personal information for their own purposes. The government takes our information from the chip in our brain to keep tabs on our personal lives. We need to come together and take down the government. Felix did what he was told and had to report the situation. A few days later on the news, Carl was arrested for using bath salts to get high, which Felix could understand why he was blurting out such interesting information about the government. A month later, a similar situation Felix had to proclaim when he made a post stating, "The U.S. is the most perfected form of democracy, and everyone that holds a place in the government strives to help its citizens." Taylor McGrath, a political activist, replied, "That statement is completely fabricated, and the whole government is corrupt." A week later, Miss McGrath passed in a terrible accident. A year later, Felix realized that every post he addressed as a threat, the individual turned out to be unstable, a criminal, or ended up dying soon after he reported them. Felix put all the pieces together and realized that the government is corrupt, taking over technology so that they could stay in ultimate power over society. He could not handle all the pressure of knowing the truth and wanted everyone to know what was actually going on. He made a statement on social media saying the government is corrupt and the U.S. citizens need to come together and realize the problem in order to take down the government. His post was immediately deleted and he was never seen or heard of again. The government ultimately stays in control of everyone's information, and no one has an idea of the power that they possess.
Resume viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing. Resume viewing.